How do you know if somebody is really worth your time? How do you know you're out and you meet somebody and y'all start talking, some time starts going by, you go on some dates? How do you know if that's the right person? You might have somebody right now that you've been dealing with for a while. And how do you know that you're seeing some green flags? You're seeing some things that really indicate to you that this is the right person and the person you might want to invest more time in. I did a video before on some red flags. So the things that if you notice these things, then that might indicate that's not the person for you and you may need to do something else. Well, now I want to flip it and I want to talk on the other side. So what are some green flags, some things that if you notice some of these things in a person that you're looking to date or a current partner, then that's a good indicator that it might be the right situation. So one of the first things that I want to say when it comes to just what are good indicators. So, does the person listen to you? Does the person listen to you? That might sound really simple. That might sound basic, super basic, right? But a lot of people in life listen to respond. I know I've had some past situations where I didn't really feel listened to. And if I'm being honest, like there have been times where I have to check myself and I have to really ask myself at times now with my wife when we're having conversations, maybe we're having a disagreement, am I really hearing what she's saying? Like, am I really listening to her actively? Like, active listening looks like somebody says something, you're listening and you're processing it as they're saying it. And when we do that, we really are in tune with what that person is trying to get out. Like they're trying to share something that's on their heart. And so we owe them that respect to listen to them and really take that in. And so you should have that same level of respect coming back towards you as well. So if you're having conversations and if you can tell that that person is really listening and hearing what you're saying, and I'll tell you one good indicator is when they repeat something that you said. Like when you're having a conversation and a person repeats something that you said, that's a clear indicator that they're listening to you. They're really taking that in. And that is huge because when you get, further down the road, if y'all end up eventually getting married and end up, getting to that next level, it's very important that you have someone you can talk to. Very important. Another green flag is this person your friend? Like genuinely, like for real, your friend. Like somebody that if something were to happen in your day, this is the first person that you want to call, whether it's good or bad, right? Like you think about calling this person, someone you can laugh with, someone you can joke with, someone you can share a funny meme or share a funny text with or whatever, like that kind of person. Because I'm gonna tell you, marriage, you spend a lot of time with the person you're married to, okay? Like you spend a lot of time with them. You're around them a lot. So you need to like that person, not just love. People talk a lot about love. You have to like that person as well, right? And so think about, your boys, think about your friends that you kick it with. Like, what is it that you like about those people? And you like, there's something that you enjoy being around them. Like, y'all spend time, y'all hang out. So you should want to hang out with your partner. Like you should want to hang out with this person. So are you friends and is there really something solid there? So the next one is huge. And I realize that everyone that may come across this channel may not necessarily be a Christian. I don't know where you stand on your views about God and religion and all of that. I am a Christian myself. So my framework and the way that I view life comes from that lens. So I would just say this: if you meet somebody and you can tell that genuinely they put God first in their life. Like, and that's just so cliche to say. I get it. People say that all the time. Put God first. Put God first. Well, what does that actually mean? What does it mean to walk that out, right? Um, so full disclaimer here, I was not always that way. Was definitely not always that way. If you were to talk to some of my friends from high school, from college, um, that know the old me and know the way that I was coming up, putting God first was just not on my mind. And when I talk about that and when we think about what that means, really it's what is your source? What is your source? So when something happens in your life, when you go through a struggle, or in this case, when you see that the person that you're dealing with, you're dating, goes through a hard time, what do they turn to? Like, what do they do? Like, are they turning to their girlfriends and gossiping about it? Are they turning to social media and writing long posts and things like that? Or do you see them praying? Do you hear them talking about praying? Do you see them going to church? Do you see them getting involved in groups where they're talking to other women that are going to lift them up in a positive manner? Like, what do you see them do? And then on the other side, how do you see them treat people? Do you see them treat people the way that God would treat people? Do you see them treat people with love? Do you see them treat people with kindness? Like, what kind of words do they use when they talk? So these are things that are very subtle, but when we talk about what it means to put God first, at the end of the day, we can talk all we want. People can say that they, believe in God and they trust God all they want, but when it really comes down to is fruit. What are the fruit that a person bears with their life? And the way that we act, the way that we treat people, the way that we carry ourselves, that's the actual fruit of our faith, right? So if I was out here single right now and I was dating a young lady, I'm going to be watching the things she's doing. I'll listen to what somebody says, but I'm also going to watch the things she's doing, right? And then as men, we have to be the same way. So we can't be out here talking about, yeah, I love God, I put God first, but our life doesn't reflect that, right? The way that we treat people doesn't reflect that. And listen, again, I am one of the first people that was not this way for a long time. So if you're out there right now and if you're not living that way, or if the person that you're dating or dealing with is not living that way, let me be the very first to raise my hand and say, I'm not judging nobody. I'm not judging a single person because I have no right to, right? Um, Living a life that's for God is not about perfection, it's about pursuit and about trying to be the best version of us every single day. That's what it is. So, really listen to the person, really observe their life and the way that they carry themselves. Do they put God first or do they put other things first instead of that? Another green flag. Huge, 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 huge green flag. Now, listen, this is kind of more when you get into that space where y'all have probably gotten a little more serious and, maybe you're starting to talk about marriage, you're entertaining getting engaged, things like that. Here's the deal: you do not just marry somebody, you also marry their family. If you meet the mom, meet the dad, meet the cousins, meet the sister, the brother, whoever it is, and like they're cool and y'all really like connect and y'all are good and it's just a good vibe, like that right there, listen, that right there will save you a lot of heartache down the road. I'm telling you, man, if you get in with the family, I have seen some marriages with friends of mine where the family ended up being the downfall. And it's a shame. It is really a shame. And at the end of the day, no couple should allow a family to become between them because really your marriage is between you, that person, and God. But there are a lot of people that unfortunately, different family dynamics, past traumas that happen in families, different drama that is happening current day. Like there's so many situations that if the family situation isn't solid, it can really, really jack up a marriage, man. So you want to catch that ahead of time. Like when you're dating and you're getting to know each other, that is the time to observe those things, to, just see how does this person interact with their family? Like once you get around the family, how do they interact with you? Like what is that dynamic like? Because when you get married, you got to think about holidays. You got to think about just they might live in the same city, and so you all might see each other very often. And so, how do you all operate? How do you all communicate? Is it good communication? Are you all on a good page? Is there like tension? Like just what is that dynamic like? You got to think about all of that stuff before you walk down the aisle or before you commit long term. So if all of that is good, if you're cool with the family, if you can tell that it's a genuinely good situation, stable situation, then that's definitely a green flag. And the last thing, this is one that not a lot of people talk about, but it's something that you have to be very aware of. The person is not trying to change you. The person isn't trying to change you. When you meet that person, that really accepts you for you. And you're going to be able to tell, like, you'll know over time. It's nothing wrong with growing. It's nothing wrong with somebody exposing you to new things, you exposing them to new things. Y'all are learning from each other. Like, all of that is beautiful. But if a person is trying to genuinely change you at your core, there's something about you that they keep picking at, or they just don't like it, or, they keep calling it out. When you have the opposite of that, right? There may be something about you the person may not necessarily like, but they learn to live with it, like, because they love you too much. They love you too much to let some little nit, some little thing that someone else might want to change affect how they look at you, right? Somebody that really understands how you move. They understand the way that you are at your core, the things that you value, your hobbies, your interests, your goals. Like, they know certain things about you and they honor that and respect it. Like, that person, that is somebody that's worth moving to the next step with. Because otherwise, what's going to happen is if you get with them long term, you're going to resent them, and they're probably going to resent you because they're going to want you to change certain core things about who you are, and you're not going to want to change those things. And if you do bow down and change those things, you're going to resent them for it, and it's not going to be a good situation. So the person that allows you to be yourself, it is so key in this life to be yourself, man. Like, life is too short. You can't be trying to be an actor or act like something that you're not. So you meet the person and you're with someone where you can truly be who you are. That's absolutely a win. So listen, I hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, go ahead and drop a like, and also get in the comments. Let me know which green flag resonated with you, and if you're in a situation right now where maybe some of those are green flags you're seeing, so you might be ready to take things to another step with the person you're talking to. Let me know in the comments. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. See you on the next one.